Hello, beautiful friends. Laurel here. So, here's a question for you. How would you like to come into the early months of 2023, preparing to launch your very own podcast? Maybe you've been thinking about what kind of podcast you would do. Maybe you're new to the world of podcasting and perhaps creating your own podcast might feel a little intimidating or out of reach. Well, I am here to support you in visioning, imagining, invoking your creative spirit, and bringing forward a podcast that reflects your authentic essence. This past year, I have been on an amazing, beautiful, creative adventure with my own podcast, Sleepy Bedtime Blessings. I've published over 100 episodes so far. And, I have a sweet, intimate audience. I maybe have 50 regular listeners. That might not sound like a lot, but it's 50 individuals. It's 50 beautiful souls that I get to connect with twice a week. And I get to bring in love and I get to inspire and I get to keep them company as they go about their lives. And also, I'm creating a stream of content that at some point will grow to more and more people because that's been my experience. That's what happens. But I have loved and continue to love creating my podcast so much. I want to help you create your own. And so I have this beautiful 6-week class coming up. We're starting on December 7th. And I don't know about you, but typically for me, when December rolls around, things start to get really quiet. But it's a beautiful time for introspection, and it's a wonderful time to begin to seed some of your creative dreams that might be whispering to you. So, the 6-week class I've set up so it'll be easy for you to begin to contemplate and perhaps even launch your podcast. In the first week, we're going to be starting off with your inspiration and your voice. What would your podcast be about? You don't have to think of a podcast as a big, intensive effort. My podcasts are an hour each episode, but that works for me. You might have little 10-minute or 15-minute podcast episodes where you share inspiration with people. Or maybe your podcast is going to become a personal audio blog of sorts where you share about what's going on in your life. You can share spiritual wisdom. You can share favorite family recipes. Your podcast can be anything you want it to be. So in week 1, we're going to really be focusing on your voice and what you're guided to share. In week 2, we're going to get into the technical toolbox. It can feel overwhelming if you're not used to recording your voice and how do you edit. And I'm going to make this all really simple for you. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. We're also going to be focusing on week 3 on your artwork and your intro. So I want to give you very practical wisdom to help you get started. Week 4, we're going to be talking about your first episode. Now, don't worry, you don't have to make a perfect first episode in this class, but I am going to be encouraging you to give it a try, to record something so that your voice is out there. And even if it's just for me to listen to, you don't have to publish it yet. But rather than making this theoretical, I want you to have an experience of recording something that speaks to you. In week 5, I leave this week open as a TBA. We're going to see where the class is as a group, and we're going to use our time together to help you move forward. And then in week 6, I'm going to teach you how ultimately to publish your podcast. So it's a low pressure group. It's going to be a lovely class. I want to help you connect with the wisdom of your spirit, with your creative heart, to discern what kind of content are you feeling guided to create and share with others, even if your audience is very small. Not all of us need to have audiences that reach thousands and millions of people. If each person is a reflection of the universe, then every heart you touch is the universe touched. forever. So I hope you'll join me. It's going to be a wonderful class. We'll be meeting over Zoom, and I look forward to supporting you. I love hearing what your inspiration is bringing forward. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you about this class, and I look forward to supporting you. We'll talk soon. Thank you. Bye.